I'm planning to have Amelia Hazel meet up with her sister Victoria. I think it would be nice to maybe go out for a drink downtown and have a little chat about how they're both feeling. The last time we met up with Victoria, we were kind of hoping to have a bit of a one-on-one, and she brought her husband along and we were very taken aback. I'm kind of thinking that Victoria has her guard up, but if we get her to open up a little bit, we might have a better idea of where we stand. Of course, Victoria, the busy sim that she is at work until 4 o'clock, which gives us time to chill and enjoy life. I do think it's a little bit telling that Amelia decided to live in a house next to a lake. She's very much at home in a kind of nature environment, it seems. I mean, we know that Amelia has been around the world. We know that she's been traveling. We don't exactly know where, but I feel like she's not been living the city life. We're having a little nap before we invite Victoria out. We're already losing Victoria as a friend. Well, I absolutely will take this as a sign. We need to make contact with her as soon as possible. Victoria says, cool, I can't wait to hang out with you. Well, the taxi's here, Amelia. Let's go, we don't want to keep Victoria waiting. What if we went to the beach? How do we feel about that? I think we could maybe grab a drink and then maybe, walk along the boardwalk. Hi sis, nice to see you again. This time you can't hide behind your husband. Victoria doesn't like music. We're gonna have a drink, Victoria. We'll have a party punch, I think. Of course Miguel is hanging out in the arcade. Okay, but we are having private sister time upstairs, so I do not want him to come and join us this time. Okay, Victoria, let me tell you what I was doing while I was abroad. Seeing as I know you're interested, I know you're being a bit shy to ask directly, but I'm just going to tell you anyway. I went to Southeast Asia. I was working in an animal sanctuary. I was not riding any elephants. I was also working in a hostel. I was very much at one with nature, and I don't think it's the kind of experience you would have really enjoyed because you're kind of serious, and Victoria's like, what are you on about? You don't know what I enjoy. You don't know me or my life, okay? And don't gossip about my husband. But I think Victoria feels like you shouldn't presume to know her. She's like, I know you judge me, sister. You think I'm serious. You think I'm boring. You think I don't know how to have fun. I can be spontaneous. I can randomly have a hot dog at the beach. And yes, thank you very much for paying. Yes, I am grateful. Did they pay you well at the hostel? I bet they didn't. I bet I make more money than you. No, Victoria wouldn't say that. She's too polite to say that. She might think it though. Victoria is definitely thinking, why does this lady Keisha have the same hat as me? Was she shopping at the same store? I had it first. Who does she think she is? No, Victoria's not that judgmental. It would be maybe like a passing thought for her. Like, oh, that lady's wearing the same hat. But look, now they're actually having a chat. Victoria's like, I'll chat to you. I'll talk to anyone. Oh, and look who it is. It's Mum. Hi, Mum. Yes, I do look good. Yes, the dress that I'm wearing brings out the colour of my eyes. Let's have a dip in the pool. Victoria, are you gonna join? See, Amelia is quite fun like this. She's gonna get in the pool. Victoria, get in. It's so nice. Yes, it's not cold. It's kind of hilarious that Victoria gets in the swimming pool wearing her hat still. Not sure who this gentleman is who's just joined us. I can definitely see how the two sisters have something in common, you know? I think Amelia judges Victoria for being serious, And Victoria judges Amelia for being too carefree, but they don't want to admit to themselves or each other that they are judgmental. They do see life differently. But look at them getting together and having a nice time. We're now dancing in the arcade in our bikini. Victoria is still in her bikini. She hasn't changed back into her main outfit. Is she gonna come dance too? She's inviting us to dance, see? Okay, not for long, but still. Victoria's like, look sis, the thing you don't understand is that I had my fun abroad as well. I had that period of time in my life where I wanted to leave home and I wanted to travel far and wide, and I did. And you know what happened when I did? I met my future husband. No, I haven't been to Southeast Asia. I haven't been that far afield. You know, sis, Miguel isn't from around here. I met him in southern Mexico when I was having my own girls' trip after graduation. Do you remember? I think Amelia remembers this. I think Amelia saw Victoria go abroad first. Amelia wants to eat her burger overlooking the sea. Victoria, are you going to come and join? No, she's staying inside. Have we upset her? Come sit, Victoria. I think Amelia remembers Victoria going abroad, having a great time, meeting the man who would become her future husband. But Victoria didn't feel the need to travel for a long time and kind of disconnect from her family. Well, the sun is going to be coming up soon, and Victoria is probably like, what have I done? I've got to get to work. Staying out all night at the beach with my sister. So we're going to say goodbye. I hear you, I got other things to do too. I'd be glad to hang out again sometime. Victoria has places to be. We don't necessarily, although I think we are ready to go home and go to sleep. I think we've established a little bit more about the sisters' relationship. I'm sort of beginning to sense more where the similarities and differences are, and perhaps where some of the tension has been. Particularly when they've both now done this kind of traveling abroad thing, but they've done it in different ways for different reasons. Fortunately for us, it's the evening back home, so we can just go to bed. But yeah, I definitely sense there is actually quite a strong bond deep down. And just by nature of the two sisters' personalities and life choices, it's kind of led to some friction. But I feel like now they are both grown, they're going to have a close relationship. Like, I'm quite confident about that now. Before I was not sure, like, which way is it going to go. But I think they've both been quite honest with each other. And maybe they both have some kind of judgmental thoughts that they're keeping private in their own heads and not sharing with each other, but that's also kind of normal. I don't know. I think we can also work through those over time. Maybe learn to be a little bit more forgiving and a little bit less quick to judge. Anyway, we will see. Of course, it was also a little bit weird that Miguel was hanging out downtown when we had just invited Victoria, but he sort of turned up anyway. And I think we did the right thing to not interact with him this time, because it really wasn't about him, it was just about the two of us. But the weird thing is, the more I'm learning about Amelia's personality and Victoria's, it does make me think that Miguel and Amelia will actually get on quite well. And Victoria kind of remains this sim that is maybe more different from her family. I don't know, I feel like Amelia's gonna be fine, in the sense that she's had her adventure now, she's lived abroad, she's worked with animals in an animal sanctuary, she likes being outdoors, she's living by the lake. She's so far just moving into this little cottage, she's found a way to feel relatively content back at home. Even though she's not abroad anymore. It's Victoria that I'm weirdly more concerned about. I feel like Victoria is the one who's out of place. Why is she still living on her parents' farm? Why doesn't she live independently with her husband? Is it a question of money? Maybe. But she's kind of working her way up and she's got a kind of decent career already. Is it Miguel though? I'm starting to wonder if he is sort of symptomatic of some other issue. Because it's like he's happier and more at home with Victoria's parents than she is. Which is a little bit weird. We're calling Esmeralda. I think we'll just invite her over to our house. I have someone over right now, want me to invite them too. I'll say yes, but I'd kind of rather you didn't bring Victoria this time. You can bring Dad and anyone else. I mean, Victoria's at work, so hopefully she won't come. I feel like I want to get a different angle on the family living situation from Amelia's mum, because it's just not making a lot of sense at the moment. If Victoria is so sort of self-assured and clear about what she wants and who she is, why is she living on her parents' farm? It's like something's not adding up. Okay, here's Mum and Dad. No sign of Victoria. And yes, you may as well eat because I did a serve breakfast instead of a have. So how's the farm, you guys? Is everything growing? Have you had any rabbit infestations lately? We're gonna put the TV on because Amelia feels quite tense. Mom, Dad, stop fighting. Or talking about whatever it is you're talking about. So what's the deal, Mum, with Victoria and Miguel? Esmeralda's like, I love having my daughter at home, and my son-in-law is such a treasure. Okay, Dad has had enough, he's leaving. Miguel may well be a treasure, but I think you're overlooking something, Mum. I don't think Victoria is happy. Esmeralda's like, how could you possibly know that? You haven't even been to our house. Esmeralda is leaving because she's not had enough fun. That's fair enough. What if we flip this conversation over and we went and played at the farm for a minute just to see what's going on over there? It's early morning, everybody is having breakfast. Tamarin the cat is starving to death, so could somebody fill up his bowl? Victoria is heading off to work. She is so focused, she's got her eye on the ball. What's everybody else doing? Miguel is supposed to go to work as well, but I don't think he's ready yet. We're going to call up Amelia, and that way she's going to be able to see how things are over here. Look, she's at the top of the phone book. Let's invite her over. Miguel, are you going to work today? I think the carpool's going to leave. Oh dear. Amelia says, would I pass up the chance to spend time with you? Never. I'll be right over. Miguel, your cat is starving. This is shameful. House is starting to get a bit messy, so we're just tidying up a few things before Amelia arrives. Did that table just vanish? What happened there? Is that a glitch? Okay, I don't think we have a dining table anymore. Amelia's at the door. Hi, daughter. Welcome to our abode. You remembered this place. Oh, when you were a little girl and used to run about through the trees. Tamarind has earned a hunting skill point. Meanwhile, all the crops need harvesting. But this is beside the point. Amelia wants to know, Dad, what's going on with Victoria? Because she's gone off to work in the city. She's a busy lady. You and Mum and Miguel are yucking it up at home. Don't you think it's a bit weird that Victoria doesn't want to take part in your lifestyle? Let's have Esmeralda talk to Amelia. Listen, daughter, there's nothing weird about this, okay? Victoria is her own person. She is a full person. She is an adult person. She can do whatever she wants. She can be as involved with farm life as she wants to be. If she wants to be off working in the city, that is fine with us. We love her all the same, and we feel the same about you. You don't need to be concerned about what she does. You don't need to be concerned about the fact that Miguel spends more time with us than Victoria does. Amelia's like, but I am concerned about that. She's going upstairs. She's like, I can't deal with you right now, Mum. You're just saying whatever comes into your head. I don't think you're really thinking about what you're saying. Let's have Esmeralda come and sit on the couch next to Amelia and maybe they can continue their conversation. Let's turn the TV off and just sit in peace and quiet for a moment. Yes, you're angry. I know you're angry, Amelia. I'm not fully understanding why. No, sit back down. Daughter, sit back down. Where are you going? Come sit. Just because you don't understand our family arrangement, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with Victoria. You are used to thinking purely about yourself. We have a family here. We make things work. Oh, Victoria's home. Hey, Victoria. Busy lady. I think she's just gonna want to put her feet up. But look, Victoria, Amelia is here. Do you want to come and chat to her? I kind of think everything is okay. Coming over here to the farm and then inviting Amelia over so we can kind of see everybody all together in one place. I feel like everything's okay, you know? It sort of sounds weird on paper, describing Victoria and Miguel's living situation, but it's working for now, and it's been working for quite a while. I wonder if Amelia was kind of looking for a problem where there isn't one. Did she want to see that there was a problem with Victoria's relationship? It's like she was wanting to find a reason why Victoria wasn't happy, when maybe Victoria's fine. Because to know that Victoria is happy and settled kind of holds up this mirror to Amelia's life, where she's just come back from living a completely different life abroad and is clearly not settled. She's fine living in her cottage by the lake, but she doesn't really have her own life yet. Maybe there is that element of envy or kind of being judgmental that we were talking about before between the two sisters. And I think there's this kind of fine line between seeing problems that aren't there and also denying problems that maybe are there to not have to confront them. So sometimes we're kind of trying to navigate a relationship in between those 2 points. I think I'm going to leave this video here. If you haven't seen the previous videos I've made with the Hazel family, I'll leave them linked in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.